Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Watch Natalie, spelled Natalee. I'm here to do your free daily psychic tarot reading. Okay guys, the messages that I got and the energies that I'm picking up on, there's a really beautiful balancing that's happening. It's this energy that overtakes like the whole body, and it's this warm, yummy type of, it's a calm, it's very, very loving and sweet, but this is like a spiritual love. This is, when I say love, I don't even mean that it needs to go both ways. This is an energy. It's just the energy of love. So it's like, I mean, you could, you're scrolling Instagram, see an image of something that just instantly fills you with this spiritual love. It could even be something like that. Okay, so there's that energy for sure. Okay, that's like the most dominant energy that I picked up on, is this balancing of a situation. And I don't know if one's going to happen before the other, because this feels sort of separate. It feels like there's balance in a situation, and then there's also a separate feeling of balance within you. And I don't think they're related. So they could just be happening at the same time. This feels very individual with the body sensation. Okay. I'm feeling it out. I'm feeling it out. Okay, they're ready. They just want me to go. Queen of Wands. They did a whole stack on me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card stack. So we have all of this. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Four of Wands, the 11-11, we have the Emperor, we have the Fool, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Ace of Cups, all in one beautiful little glob right here. This is that all-encompassing energy that I picked up psychically tuning in. It's like all one. It's one big amalgamation, and it's balanced. It's harmonious. It is completed. It's like complete little bow on it and everything. Okay? Someone's had an epiphany, a rude awakening. Oh yeah, baby. It's not so much about how they feel. I feel like the way they feel, they know how they feel. They know how they feel about you. They know how they feel about the situation. They know how they feel. And the feeling is overwhelming. The feeling is Ace of Cups. It's the Holy Grail. It's just bursting at the seams of feeling. So they know that the epiphany is not about how they feel. I just heard it's about how to move forward with this. It came from over here. It came from over here. For some of you, this is interesting. Either you, the other person, someone either actually is deaf in their right ear, or have experienced temporary deafness in the right ear, or has issues with the right ear. There's actually something not wrong, but there's something about what they're telling me is to listen even if you can't hear. Listen even if you hear nothing. That's funny. Okay. the epiphany, the rude awakening, if you will, is about how to move forward. And there are two archetypes here. We have the Emperor. And this is signifying someone who, after having this epiphany, once they get it, this is like a switch, like a light switch is on. Once they actually get it, they know what to physically do. There was something that they weren't getting mentally about the situation, something they didn't understand, something that didn't make sense to them, something that didn't fit, a puzzle piece that wasn't quite right. Sort of Page of Swords-y, actually. And where the energy is now or soon, they're going to have this awakening. I feel like they've already had it, though. I feel like they already know. Okay? And the next thing they're going to do is move forward. They're going to, and the way it's showing up as them taking kind of a risk, kind of a big leap of faith with this Fool energy. They have support, though. They do have support. It's their emotions. Their emotions are supporting now what they know. And so it's like what you feel, what you know, and what you do, it's like it's aligning for this person. And in effect, it's creating a more balanced energy in this Emperor, because the energy of the Emperor is of managing. Like, they've already amassed all of this stuff, so now it's just about, I have to manage everything that I've built up in my life. And in order to do so, in order to manage wisely and judiciously, he's holding, you know, the Ankh. Oh, here, where's his globe? He has a globe. In the traditional tarot, he has a little globe. Okay, it's called something else, but he's got that, and then he has the Ankh. Now, he has the feminine icon in his masculine hand, and he has the masculine icon in his feminine hand. And it's just this duality. It's the balance of duality between the masculine and feminine within himself. So it doesn't matter if you're male, female. This now knowing, like finding this out, something, and it's coming quick. It came in quick. That's why I feel like it's already kind of happened, like what they know. Came in quick. It is balancing this person. And I feel like you, the viewer, welcome to my space. I feel like you are the Queen of Wands with the Four of Staves. I feel like you are kind of in love with your life, kind of in love with your own stability here. You're loving your home. You're loving your familiarity. You're loving your animals, your pets, nature, greeneries, your surroundings. I'm picking up a really beautiful surrounding for you. So either physically, there could be physically beautiful, you could be in a beautiful environment. I mean, look at all this lush garden and these greens and these, you know, sunflowers. The Queen of Wands is my middle class queen. She started plowing the land, farming it herself, and then she just grew up, and now she like runs the whole farm, bought the farm next to her, bought the whole land. Now she's the queen of the everything. So there is sort of this building. I feel like you're the one who's sort of building your that's going to be different for each of you. They're showing me a lot of different stuff. But I feel like, see how her head is kind of like, how she's kind of like looking off to the side here. Her attention is not really on, you know, facing forward. She's got her hands full. She has the sunflower stalk in one hand and she has the staff in the other. Now, the staves are really, really important in terms of manifesting. It's like a tool, a magical tool. It's your wand. Okay, so it's like you take this tool and you just do with it. You use it. So I feel like you're the one using your power to create for yourself your ideal surroundings. I feel like it's literal physically, but it's also obviously mentally and spiritually and emotionally. So let's dig into these energies further, because we have pretty much the whole story now. We have like the entire story. So what I want to do is clarify everything so that we know how these two connect, because it'll be after this Emperor has the last piece of the puzzle before kind of really sitting on that throne. She's comfortable on this throne, okay? She's got it. She's got it down pat. You're good. You got it. This Emperor is sitting on this throne. I know he looks like he's been there for like 1,000 years, but not this Emperor. This is some Emperor in training. And this is a huge piece of the puzzle that they are learning in life. Because the Emperor has to reconcile deep feelings of love and deep feelings of vulnerability. Otherwise, they won't be able to rule as well. So it's not about denying your feelings or pretending like you don't have any feelings. It's about it's not even about controlling your own feelings. It's about hold on. They're giving it to me. It's about what you do with your feelings and acting on them judiciously and responsibly, thoughtfully, passionately. To have the Knight of Wands to clarify the Ace of Cups, there's a deep sexual attraction here. I'm getting a lot of like Mars and Cancer energy from this. This is someone who becomes turned on by being emotionally involved. That it's not just physical. You might think or feel like this is just physical. Go ahead and reverse these archetypes, whoever this is resonating for. This is like the sexy one, the sexy queen. She's very sexually attractive, but it's more than that for this person. This person is attracted by their own emotions for you, by the emotions that you inspire in this person. They're really turned on by it. They actually love having this deep feeling for you. Oh, for some of you, hold on. For some of you, this person didn't realize that they had these kinds of feelings. They're giving me back to a very dear person to me who transitioned. And now the way she explains it is, as a male, your feelings, it's like a box of 16 crayons. You have like 16 feelings. That's like your range. And after hormones and everything, she's like, now I have like 200 crayons in my crayon box. Like now it's like, now I'm feeling things like I never felt before. I feel different shades of different feelings that I didn't even know existed. And, she's just, but that they're giving me, when she told me that, to tell you that this person just, they thought they felt 16 feelings, and then they meet you and now they feel 16,000 feelings. And it's like a lot. It's like, they're giving me, what's that? Stimulate, like overstimulated. Thank you. That was rough. Overstimulation, but it's like good. They love it. They actually love it. It's very adrenalizing. Is that right? You get them going. Let's just put it that way. Let's move on. Okay. Now let's take a look at I'm going to do these all individually. Okay. But we know what's together. We know that these are together, and then we know that these are together. But let's take a look at the Knight of Swords, this epiphanal moment. This is the moment where they really get it. This is the moment that becomes very clear to them how to move forward, or whether to move forward at all. Interesting. Very interesting. And then beneath that, don't do this to me. Okay, good. I'm like, there's a lot of cards here. I'm like, please don't do this to me again. It's just these two. Oh, dang it. Hold on. It's these two. No, it's these 5. Okay. If you read tarot cards and you're learning about your own thing, what I do is I feel it. I feel the energy, and if I can go through the energy and feel this energy, I take that card that represents this energy. I keep going until I feel pushback, until I feel a boundary, until I feel them go stop, until I feel, oh, okay, okay, gotcha, got it. I can't go through it. There's a brick wall, there's a hardness, there's a blankness, there's a very, okay, so that's for someone. That's for someone out there. Okay, so this is what we've got for you. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 cards. Okay, so it's not as bad because the stack was a lot bigger. Their epiphany, okay, we have the 3 of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Devil, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is where it stops. This is where they said, okay, so what they realize about you, because you're showing up as Queen of Wands, the sexy one, okay, what they're realizing about you is that you're actually much more of a team player, much like, okay, you're coming off as very independent, very, very passionate, very invested in your own well-being, self-care, taking care of yourself, plowing your field, having your goals, your ambitions, your everything, right? You're showing up as Queen of Wands, and it's sort of partnerless. It's sort of, or even if you're married to this person, you're kind of like doing your own thing, okay? And surrounded by these 2 3s here, the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups here, the 3 of Chalices, it's very much that part of what they're realizing about you is that you love working with your team. You love collaboration. You love to build with someone. You love to build something with someone, okay? And they kind of just not took it for granted, but they just thought that you were kind of very solo, like, oh, give them space. They want to be alone. Let them do their thing. They want to be alone, okay? Yeah, I'm doing my Joker lips today. Why so serious? But if it's distracting, sorry, too bad. I love my lips. Okay, so these are very Queen of Wands lips too. That was for someone out there. They were really, I was like guided to say something about my, okay. So that's for someone out there. That's someone's confirmation. Something about the Joker, something about makeup, something about lips, something about upturned smiley lips. That's actually resonating for someone out there. Okay, so back to what I was trying to say for the rest of these people here. That's the thing, like some of your energies, like I love when you guys comment because then it helps me, yes, put a face to the energies, but it's also helping us keep track of our connections because I'm connecting with you guys, I'm connecting with this collective energy, and whatever frequency I'm tuning into, it's everyone in that frequency that may or may not make their way to this YouTube video. So it's just, anyway, okay. So, oh, that's what I was gonna say. So when I'm doing that, it's like I have different energies, you know, kind of not vying for my attention, but trying to get their message in, trying to get their confirmation in, trying to get their, you know, and that'll be your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher selves. It'll be, okay, anyway, moving on. So for everybody else, being surrounded by these 2 3s, it's showing this person that they really believe this about you. Like they're like, okay, they're a hard worker and they can work together. Okay, they're very happy in their own company, and they can also socialize, and they also enjoy my company or someone else's company, and they might not have looked at you that way before, which is interesting because Queen of Wands is pretty sociable. It's like she knows that fundraisers or, you know, whatever is really pivotal to her business and growing her little whatever she's growing here. So it's very relative to this person. They're seeing you as giving all of that energy, you know, applicable to them. And here's the contrast, is because with this Devil energy, that's part of their misconception about you, is that they thought that you really couldn't control yourself. They have this perception of you, and it could, for some of you, they really thought this about you. and for some of you, they projected this onto you because of their own very, 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 very deep emotions. And for some of you, it's a little bit of both, where they have a fear of codependency. Okay, there's something really, I don't want to say like valuable about this person and look at it in like those terms, but there's something about this person that they have, it's like they get attention, but it's not necessarily the attention that they want or the attention that they really truly appreciate. It's like people will want something from them. And so what they liked about you is that you seem so independent. They love that because they don't see you like asking them for anything. But at the same time, they had this little fear that you were going to turn codependent, or that it was sort of in you to be codependent, or that you were going to try to manipulate them into being codependent, or try to leverage their emotions against them, because they are in emperor mode, which is protecting what I've already got. So that it's like a self-protective thing. And the Queen of Wands, okay, I guess all of the queens can be manipulative, but for Queen of Wands, they have their different flavors of manipulative. Oh, that's what it is. That's funny. For CapriCorner, it's like Whitney Houston's I'm Every Woman. And so they just put that in here about they're seeing you as more versatile, like not just one-sided. Okay, if that makes sense. And I don't mean to say that as in, oh, they thought you were like just one, but they're just seeing more of you. They're having an epiphany about that right now, is that you're so much more multifaceted, and that you are actually in supreme control of yourself. Okay, because you don't have these dependencies. Like maybe you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't drink to excess, you don't smoke to excess, it's like you really are quite stable or something. Maybe you didn't come across that way. And you could have actually a little bit of flair to you. Double Queen of Wands, you could have like blue hair. You could have something a little bit showy or dramatic even, or just something a little bit spicy, but doesn't make someone think that you're stable or something, or that you've like, or there's maybe even something about your life. Maybe if you're an entrepreneur, you don't look quite as stable as maybe someone else. But you are constantly building up your stability right here. So it's not really, it's something else, right? So it's realizing this about you that has actually turned the situation around. Okay, I'm getting 180 degrees here. Wheel of Fortune, 0 to hero. And that's really what brings you into this next energy of the Fool, or this person into the next energy of the Fool. So let's go ahead and move on forward. That was a pretty decent explanation for that epiphany. Holy moly, mastacholi. Dang. Ooh, you guys. Why are they doing this to me? Why? Who am I channeling? You have to tell me if this is you. Let me feel it out. Hold on. Yes. No. Okay. Okay. We have 3 cards. We have the Tower. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the 2 of Staves. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Look at me. I'm like, So, here we go. I'm going to start with the regret, the 5 of Cups. There was something that happened between you two that is sort of a regret of theirs. Something that they didn't do right, didn't do enough of, or did do but not so great. It's a regret on their part. This was something that they didn't do well, do enough of. They wish they could have done something differently, taken it back, did this, whatever it is. They have second thoughts about it. They are like, oh my God, if I only did this, if I only didn't do this, if I were only in a better place for this, or whatever it is. They have that regret. Okay. They really do. And I feel like this is more of the past of whatever this context of the situation is. There was something between you two that they're, and maybe even you two, maybe both of you are kind of like, well, shoot, let's just chalk it up to, whatever. It is having to do with not the viability. It has something to do with the future of like where you guys go from that point. So having a regret about that time or this thing or the situation, it doesn't sit well. It really doesn't. There are these 2 cups that are still upright, however, and that I feel like is you over here living your life and building your own security and not really making this situation or this person your focus. Because you are their ideal partner. You're showing up as this person's very quite ideal partner. I am getting business here, so they could want to go into business with you. This does feel romantic. This vibe feels romantic, but remember in the beginning, it feels like a completeness. It feels like a spiritual love. So this could even be platonic. This could be happening between friends, family members, business associates. But I do pick up the like the physical affection and the romantic affection and the emotional affection between that is common between lovers here. Okay. However it shakes out, however the cookie crumbles, they see you as their perfect partner. You might have, because you're so into building your own stability here, you could have written this person off a little bit, because with this Tower card, with this Tower moment, I feel like by them taking this leap of faith, by them moving forward with you, and their epiphany comes in super quick, their download, their realization, their mental thought process, whatever that's happening, it's also how they move forward with you. So it's like these, I'm getting this Knight, they're showing me this Knight of Swords with this Tower are together. So with that, what they're telling me about this is that it's like very quickly they could sabotage the previous misconception or the previous, it's like they're trying to put a Tower moment to this regret. It's like they want to wipe the slate clean. They want to clear that out. They don't want you to remember this of whatever they got wrong or whatever didn't go right, whatever you both kind of like have. It's like they're really wanting to squish that out. Because now it looks, it's like they were behaving and operating on an assumption about you that wasn't entirely accurate. So now that who you really are is clear to them, now they want to wash away and break apart and delete all of the behavior that is no longer relevant, that is no longer applicable to the situation or what's really going on between you two. So they do that by taking this little risk here. And it feels like a communication. It's just a Knight. It's just a Knight of Swords. So this, and all of the Knights are insecure. So this movement, this gesture, this, it's not a gesture. It's communication. They're making that very clear. It's a communication. This is going to be a message. It's going to be, they're going to move pretty quickly. Whenever they understand this about you, whenever they get that information about you and trust you and realize who you are and when they realize you're not a dependent person, when they, it's really like very quick that they act on it. It's really very, very quick that they actually reach out to you. But the message is not going to be how they like truly feel about you. And it's not going to be like overflowing with love and emotion and all that jazz. It's going to, because they're insecure, the Knight's insecure. It's going to be, they're still going to feel vulnerable being the first one to reach out, but they need to demolish this so bad. It's like they're the ones putting a Tower moment to it by coming kind of back into your life, back into your energy with this. So it'll be quick. And I feel like it'll be a little short. I feel like it might, and I don't think like, hey, short. Not like that. But friendly, short. Like, just, how was your weekend? Hi, hey, how are you? Something like that. Because I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be everything all at once. I think they need to reset. Oh. Thank you. They're telling me that this person's trying to reset the tone. That's what this is about. This is about the tone. There's so much to come after this. We're already, I think, like at about a half hour. So we're gonna get through this little part. But there's a lot after this actually, because what they're working on right now is just coming to the realization about who you really are, that you're not codependent and, la-di-di-la-di-da. So now they're trying to correct this tone between you two and set the new tone. That's what this tower is about. It's taking away this old tone and, and resetting and starting over, starting a fresh, clean slate. Okay, let's take a look at the Emperor, this person here. What do we need to know about this Emperor? Emperor in training. They said budding Emperor. They didn't say Emperor in training. That's me. They said budding Emperor. What do we have here? Oh my. Okay. I see. This person, this is interesting. They're showing up as the 7 and the 9 of staves. I didn't even realize it, but I don't know if you saw it. I turned them upside down. I mean, I turned them right side up. Like they were face down and I picked them up and I actually went like that. This person was vacillating between the two, between being very defensive and assertive of their own rights, their own individuality, their own, and then letting down that guard a little bit because not only because they feel the way they feel for you, but because they know that you're not going to exploit them, or you're not going to exploit how they feel about you, or you're not going to be super dependent, or you're not going to try and betray their boundaries. You're not going to try and get away with, I don't know what they're thinking, but like get away with something of some sort of manipulation. Yeah, double Queen of Wands they could be like they were afraid that you were going to be sexually manipulative with them. Because they're telling me to put it in reverse. They're telling me turn it back over. When my guides told me to turn them, I was looking at them and then my guide said, turn them back. And then I remembered, like just reflexively, I'm like, oh yeah, I did pick them up like this. And then I turned them. That's just like what I don't know. I just did it. And they said turn them back. So it's in reverse. So now this budding Emperor is learning how to put the boundaries down for the right people, for the right qualifiers. Because this is a masculine dominant energy. It doesn't have to be a man. Masculine dominant energy who is learning also discernment and, judicious judgment and figuring people out. And, so I feel like you've been you throughout this whole thing here. And it's more about them seeing you for who you really are and seeing that backed up in your actions, your thoughts, your feelings, and all that jazz. It's like you proved yourself. You proved who you really are. And they see that, and it's giving them this epiphany. It's giving them this epiphany. Because whatever happened between you two, I am not getting any indication of your feelings about that. I am only getting that you are forward thinking, forward moving, building your own security, building your own surroundings, building up your life. I'm not getting any regret, shame, fear. I'm not getting anything on your side about whatever happened between you two. So it's like they see that too. They're like, wow, she's actually pretty put together. It's like, wow, he's really not codependent and bugging me like I thought he would be. You know, it's like that. So this person is learning, this budding emperor is learning that this is someone I can trust. This is someone, this is a good person, or this is a, you know, I can go with this. I can, you know, so they're letting that down. They're letting the guard down, and they're also being a lot less, well, I need to have this. I need to be this. It's almost like when you take a horse, you take a wild horse and you try to get him to eat, you pin him in a pen, close all the sides. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get out. But if you leave the gate open, then he'll just eat exactly how you want him to eat, where you want him to eat, and no fuss, no muss. He wants the option to leave, and he wants the trust that he will stay and behave correctly. That's what this emperor is learning, is that they're finding you, and in you they find a person who will give them that sort of respect. Whereas before, because he's showing up as an emperor, this person is, they're showing up as someone that people want stuff from. And that codependent sort of, you know, okay? So it's like either they're too like codependent and not individual enough, and he doesn't like that, he or she doesn't like that, or they're way too independent and too individual, and there's no wanting to connect with this person very meaningfully. So in you, there's like a really nice balance here. Let's move on to the Four of... These I'm going to read together. These want to be read together. The Four of Staves and the Queen of Wands. This is you, by the way. This is you. This is how I'm feeling it. It could be reverse. What do we need to know about the Queen of Wands and... Oh, wow. Shut the front door. The Five of Pentacles, Temperance, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, honey. You are doing the most right now. You could have just come out of poverty. This is why you're so focused on yourself. You just came through something freaking horrible. You just came through feeling rejected, abandoned, left for dead, poor, desolate, kicked out of your family, kicked out of your church, kicked out of your friend group, broken up with, left for, like I'm telling you, you're coming out of something that is real. And this, between you and this person, it's just not big enough to come up on your radar. Or if it is, you moved through this energy, because you have this beautiful healing energy here with this Temperance card, healing all of those feelings. And it's like you put this into yourself, and that's where you get the love, and that's where you get the acceptance and healing. Also, it could be this emperor that made you feel this way, that made you feel rejected, and you're like, oh, really? Okay, I'm going to go Bridget Jones my life. And, you know, you can come and see if I'm available, if I'm still interested when I'm on Wake Up Britain. Back to the studio. Okay, so seriously, that's, wow. Okay, and then with this Nine of Pentacles and Page of Cups, you're independent and you're on your own and you are just loving life. You're single, okay? And if you're married, then you are totally letting go of any kind of expectations. You're letting your partner do their own thing. You're doing your own thing. You're kind of getting reoriented, recalibrated, coming back to yourself and your own individual path as a spirit, as a soul, individually. And it's like you're not jaded. This is what I'm getting the most out of this, is that you're not jaded. Like whatever happened between you two, you're not jaded, and you're not responding and reacting and getting all, you know, blah, 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 blah. You are literally just focusing on yourself and building yourself up, your little business, your stability, your home, your surroundings, your own, you know, immediate surroundings, your body, your temple, your bed, your bedstand, your bathroom shelves. It's like you're totally in love with your own life. Like this is passion, lots of passion with the Queen of Wands. You have two Queen of Wands here as well. Okay, so it's like they're seeing that, and you know that I do thread the energies. So we're bringing this energy and all of these energies. Okay, I don't have enough hands to hold them all up at the same time. Over with all of this. So this person, it's like you guys are really well connected telepathically, and they're just picking up on all of this beautiful energy that you are healed. You are not antagonistic, you're not bitter, you're not jaded. You're just wanting to love yourself and love your life. And it's a very pure place to be. It's like true independence, where it's not dependent on if this person ever comes back, if they ever apologize, whatever, right? So that's really powerful. And that's what's giving them the epiphany. So the more into your own life you are, the sweeter you are, the more lovely you are. This is like my puppy love card, the Page of Cups. It's a Page of Cups. Okay, it's like you are still sweet. You're still even sweet to them. You have a sweet energy projecting towards them that they are picking up on as well. So it's like she's or he's not doing all this stuff to get back at the Emperor to be immature about it. They're actually doing it for themselves, and they don't have any ill will towards like anybody. They're really just putting it all into themselves. That's what proves to them and shows them that you are, number one, not codependent and very much in control of yourself. And number two, that you are open, provided everyone's respected, provided you respect them, they respect you. So now that this whole thing has been cleared up, because obviously there was something that needed to be cleared up, I tell my Querents to use the energies as markers. So I'm not like the timing psychic. Use these energies as markers as to which energy that you are sitting in, and then, okay, you know what's going to happen next, with the next energy to expect. So you could still be in this energy of building up your life, building up yourself, and then you can trust that this other person is picking up on it telepathically and watching you, definitely watching you. And some of you, that's already happened, and they've already started to reach out. And that's them trying to put away all of that obsolete behavior with you, because you're just not, you weren't like that before, and they didn't get that. They didn't quite get that until seeing it in the flesh, in person, in action, in reality, in concrete reality. Now they get it. Now they're like, oh my God, we have to start over. Oh my God, we have to demolish all of that other energy when we didn't really, and now we need to start something fresh here. Okay, so you have everything. Let's just get some oracle, and then we will call it. Okay, guys, what love advice do we have for this couple, for these people? If this is romantically resonating, whoa, wow. Okay, just as I said romantically, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This Emperor could have grown up with a codependent mother. Male or female, I don't care. Codependent mother. Domineering mother in the household who didn't really let them, I don't want to get too into that, but that's your energy right here. Healing family issues. So I feel like you already know what that is. Okay, express your love at the bottom of the deck. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. That's this all over here. They're going to reach out. They're going to do their thing. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be this is not going to come quite yet. This is the seedling of when they first reach out to you in like a little itty bitty way. Okay. Take that guy out. The rest flew out here. Okay, and now we will get Moonology for you. Yeah, this person's going to feel so much more comfortable expressing themselves to you. Yeah, definitely, because they weren't quite sure, like I said before, if you were really as independent, and when I mean independent, I mean not needing anything from them in terms of emotional validation or otherwise. Oh, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius energy. We are literally in the new moon of Aquarius right now. Okay. Bring love into the situation. Okay. Oh, I just got I'm Every Woman again from Whitney Houston. So bringing love into the situation is definitely all of this here. This Emperor has really deep feelings for you. And they did, even when they thought you were whack, or when they thought you might be a little codependent, or didn't quite know you until you showed your character through these actions. They still had a lot of feelings for you. Okay. Bring love into the situation. They're totally bringing love into the situation. And what's this other one? The energy is gaining momentum. So you can expect this to keep gaining in momentum, okay? It's just going to keep getting, you know, bigger and bigger, and it's going to build up. Remember, this is just one part of this. This is just them resetting the tone. When that's all straightened out, where there's no miscommunication, misconception of the past, there's going to be more to this story, a lot more. And I feel like healing family issues is doing this, resetting the tone. I feel like whatever is next, as you guys continue to talk, is going to be more express your love energy. And bottom of this deck, we have don't let your past hold you back. Okay? So that's for both of you. But for them, it's healing the family issues. You know, don't let your weird relationship with your codependent parent, mom or dad, hold you back into a healthy relationship now. And for Queen of Wands, for you guys, don't let your past hold you back. You're not. You're totally not. You're healing, you're moving forward, and you're shining bright like a diamond. So you're doing great, honey. You're doing great. Okay, guys. So this was a lovely read. This was a really good energy read. So, like I said, if you guys if you really feel like this is resonating with you, I would let these energies play out. Let them reset the tone with you. And when that happens, then come back and book me with a personal reading so that we can get the next express your love energy for you personally. And we can do that theartigan.com/shop. Otherwise, you guys, yeah, I would just let this happen. Watch it work. Watch it happen in your life first. And you guys should have everything you need for this tonal part of resetting the tone. Okay, guys, I love you forever. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Only because you were able to let go, though. You don't treat an empress like that. You just don't. Because she doesn't need you. She doesn't need anyone or anything. She'll just attract more of the goodness, and that's how she maintains her vibration. Is that if it's not coming towards her, it's not her vibration. So it's automatically disqualifying itself. Why this person feels a little foolish now, because it's like they were disqualifying themselves from you. The card that flipped out that I just like, you know, it was the Three of Staves, the expectations. So here again I have so much of this, where do I put it? Almost like following the rules according to, I feel like that is you. You're going to be the generous one this week, Aquarius. It's like addicted to rejection. I'm going to honor the codes, honor the protocols, honor the... Okay, you're like the star this week, Pisces. You are the channeler of these cosmic, benefic energies. So they just see you as really familiar. They love you. They like you. Done. Things won't move forward. But decisions won't be made. You're giving yourself this spiritual awakening. You're giving it to yourself by taking care of yourself, by letting yourself be where you need to be, how you need to be. Big week for you. I mean, we're in this eclipse energy, so big energies, big weeks. I mean, absolutely. What this really is about is harmonizing your emotions, advocating for what you need in a healthy union or partnership,